sisters, what is up, world? Welcome to the life of Pastor Lee. Man, let me get ahead and back this up right here, because I don't want that microphone to be all loud and in y'all's ears like that, yo. Some of y'all do wear headphones when you're watching my videos. Some of y'all just watch them right there on your television, why not off your console, whatever it may be. But I just don't want it to be too loud. I've been going back and looking at my videos, yo, and sometimes I get really loud and it can interfere with the message that I'm trying to get across. Also, I might be using some profanity in this video, so if that's something that is, I don't know how to say this, sensitive to you, if you have very sensitive ears, man, I suggest you just go ahead and bounce up out of here, yo, because I'm definitely going to be using some profanity in this video, more than likely. I'm going to try my best not to. Father, forgive me if I do, but I just might, because this is a heated subject for me. So we're going to get some medicine in, yo. We're going to get some of this Black Ops 3 in. We're probably going to jump in on some of this zombie action. And we're going to talk about being spanked as a kid, because that's something I went through a lot. And the reason why I'm talking about this, and I've done this video before, but I was just hanging out with Mary Jane and Dee's House of Dankness, yo. We were talking about this subject, and I felt like I wanted to come over here and elaborate a little bit more on this subject of being spanked as a kid, because I was raised in the South, yo, and I got beat with switches. I got beaten with, I remember I got beat with freaking switches. Switches is when you have to go out and you have to get a tree limb off the freaking tree, and you get beat with that. I'm gonna tell y'all some other things we were beaten with too, yo. And we're gonna talk about spankings and the difference between spanking and abuse, because there's a big difference between spanking your kids and abusing your kids. There's a big difference. Cheers, y'all. I know we're going to have some different opinions on this one, but I'm going to spit the truth, yo. You spread a rod, you spoiled a child. All right? Now, let's talk about this. And I'm going to say it as a kid who was abused and as a kid who deserved to have his ass spanked sometimes, because I was a fucking Tasmanian little piece of shit when I was growing up, and I deserved to have my ass whooped a couple times. But I was beaten and abused a couple of times, too. Did you know my mama made me eat cigarettes? My mama abandoned me a couple times on the side of the street and just took off and left me there, screaming my fucking eyeballs out at night. If anyone has been beaten and abused, I know it. I have been beaten until I bled. I had blood running down my legs. I had fucking welts on my body from being beaten with belts, with fucking broom handles, with extension cords, with fucking frying pans, with a shoe. Anything my mom could find, she'd beat me with that mug. So if anybody knows about being fucking abused and beaten, it's me. I've been through the foster care system. I've been through group homes. I know what it's like to be abused. But I also know what it's like to know as a kid that I'm doing wrong and that I am pushing the boundaries and that I deserve to have my ass put in check by being spanked. I needed to have that rod put up against me. Alright? That's just me. I know me. Some kids, you know, there's some kids that you can actually deal with and you don't have to spank them. You know, they get it. There's some kids that you can just deal with like that. You understand? And also, if you have a son and a daughter, you must do differently with your daughters than you do with your sons. You don't handle your sons and your daughters the same with punishment. You understand me? That's something you do not do. Boys are different than girls, regardless of what anyone wants to say in this gender biased 4870 3000 gender fucking society they're trying to fucking push. You're And let's get into this. Let's be truthful. There's some parents out there that do not deserve kids. There's parents out there that do not deserve kids. And you think this thing that just happened where all those kids were being chained up in that house is the only thing that's only one that's happening around here like that? No, there's still other places around here where people are doing the same things to their kids like that. That's just one of the ones that was pushed out. That's just one of the ones that just got caught where the girl actually was able to run away. Y'all better believe this stuff is still going on in the United States right now, man. Alright, there's bad parents out there. I understand that. I understand there's some people out there that abuse their kids. But you know what? We used to get spankings when we were in school. A lot of these fucking kids out here need to have their asses whooped. You need to have your ass whooped. A lot of y'all wouldn't be the little pieces of shit that you are. You know, you little smart mouth. Some of these kids on that you see out here, yo, they're just so fucking disrespectful, yo. Like, for real. No respect for their parents. They're running their parents home. They're disrespecting their teachers at school. I mean, you deserve to have your motherfucking ass whooped. If you were my fucking kid, you'll be fucking getting your ass spanked. I'm not gonna beat you, but you're gonna fucking know that there's rules and you're gonna fucking obey them, or there will be consequences. You don't get participation trophies like that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Participation trophies, making everybody feel, oh, because you showed up, that's a good thing. No, nigga, you need to motherfucking go out there and practice, bitch, if you want to fucking win. Ain't no participation trophy. Fuck that. Fuck that. And spank your fucking kids too. Shit. And take your fucking cell phones and shit away from your dumb ass kids too. Some of them don't even need this shit. They're too fucking irresponsible and immature to even fucking have this shit. But you dumb ass parents, you fucking just throw your kid in front of a fucking cell phone, just like our parents used to throw us in front of the TV because they didn't want to deal with us. Sit your ass down in front of the TV and watch fucking TV so I can go fucking do what the fuck I want to do. So I can go fuck the neighbor down the street or some shit, you know? So I can go in here and smoke some crack or some shit. You feel me? Oh yeah, go ahead and set little Johnny down in front of the fucking TV so I can go do what I gotta do. You need to raise your fucking kids. You're doing the same thing. You're putting these fucking devices in front of your fucking kids and you're not raising them. And you wonder why your fucking kids are as fucked up and as stupid as fuck as they are doing these dumbass challenges on fucking YouTube. You stupid ass motherfuckers. Forgive me, Lord. I told you I was about to start using profanity. I told you. I told y'all it was gonna go there, man. Yo, what's up, Russia, brother? I'm trying to calm down, bro. I can't bite my tongue right now, man. There's just too, hey, y'all, oh my God. I blame it on the parents. I blame it on the parents, yo. I said I wanted to freaking join the game. Let's go join a public game. What is going on? Yes. My brother from Russia, yo. What's up? I haven't seen you in a minute. Cheers, yo. Oh, balls. I should have put myself in the party. Y'all hold off for a second, peeps. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Alright, we're back. I had to put myself in a party chat, yo, by myself. I couldn't take that. So we're back. Let's get back into this conversation piece, yo, and let's get this gaming in. Now, listen, I remember getting spanked at school, dog. For real. I remember getting spanked at school, and then you motherfucking, you got spanked at school, and you better not cry. You better not be a little bitch and cry. You better not cry. You better take that spanking, and you better man up. You know, they need spankings back in school today. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it right now. With some of these little shitheads you got bossing up on their teachers and shit, yo, you need your motherfucking ass whooped. I bet you got your motherfucking ass whooped in front of school, in the classroom, bitch. Your little pussy ass won't be acting the way you acting, nigga. Some of you little bitch ass kids out here disrespecting your teachers and shit the way you are, motherfucker. I'd have fucked your ass up if you were my student. Fuck that shit. And your parents need to beat your fucking ass too. Little disrespecting little motherfuckers out here today, man. Y'all some disrespecting ass little shits. And I blame your fucking parents because your parents are pieces of shit for letting you get away with the bullshit. Your parents are fucking pushovers, man. That's what's wrong with society today, is these fucking pussy ass pushover parents that don't want to fucking man up, get some motherfucking kahunas and be a motherfucking parent and not be your fucking kids' best friend. You're not supposed to be your fucking kids' best friend. You're supposed to be a fucking parent. You fucking sicken me, you motherfuckers. Oh, Lord Jesus, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me for using so much profanity, but I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it, yo. Why don't you talk about the Democrats who hate family values? Hey, man, I think a lot of people hate family values, brother. There's a lot of people that are attacking family values today, yo. That's just the way it is. You attack the family values and the way a home is, you understand? Then you can attack everything else because it starts in the home. A Garuda Legends. If you attack the homes and you attack what takes place in the home, brother, then, you know, everything from there is easy. Do you feel me? If you have broken homes, you have divided homes, all right? That's the best way to get anyone to to go against each other and to be able to take over, you know, is by division. Okay? And by attacking men, because that's what's being done right now, man. Men are supposed to be a certain way, and the way that men are being portrayed in this world today is just it's just getting worse, yo. The way the family system's supposed to be held is just getting worse, man. I mean, you should be grateful you have a fucking roof over your head, you little motherfuckers. You wanna It's crazy how these kids are just thinking that, you know, hey, you know, I should be allowed to have a allowance, you know. They're so entitled. These kids today just feel so entitled, yo. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, listen, yo, you should be grateful you have a roof over your head. You should be grateful your parents are out here freaking working, putting food on the table for you. And if some of them are, yeah, everybody's story is different, you know what I'm saying? Some parents are having to really struggle. You know what I mean? Some parents have it really bad. But be grateful for what your parents are trying to do. And if you got some shitty parents, I know there's some kids out there with shitty parents, yo. I know, because I've been through it. If you've been here the whole time, you already know that. I've been raised in that junk, so I know what shitty parents are like. Alright? But you can do what you want to change your life, yo, and get up out of that situation so you aren't like your parents. You understand? And there's many out there who have done that. There's many brothers and sisters out there who saw what their parents were, and they say, yo, no, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like my parents. I don't want to be like my parents. But in all honesty, yo, in all honesty, when it comes to spanking your kids, that's something that you must, as a parent, you must do it with those kids that really need it. Once again, like I said, not every kid needs to be spanked. Not everything is warranted of a spanking. You can take something, you can do many things, you know, as a punishment to your kids. But sometimes your kid needs a fucking spanking when he's fucking acting up in public and he's sitting there throwing a fucking temper tantrum because he's not getting something or she's not getting something, and you're causing a problem and you're causing a scene. You need to have your fucking ass spanked. I'm gonna spank your motherfucking ass right there. Now if I see your kid doing something wrong like that, I'm gonna come over and spank your fucking kid for you. I see your little shithead fucking son being bad, I'm gonna go up and fucking check his little ass. Cause it takes a motherfucking neighborhood and a village to raise a child sometimes. And I remember when we got in trouble, yo, and the neighborhood, your motherfucking neighborhood will take care of your ass. The neighbor down the road will whoop your fucking ass. And then they'll call your dad or your foster parents or whoever it was, your grandma, grandpa, and they'd tell them and they'd whip your ass when you got home too. And you learned fucking respect. And you said yes ma'am, yes sir. And you said no ma'am, no sir. And you had respect. But you little fucking shitheads today, dude, y'all ain't got no fucking respect. Now there's some of y'all out there that do have respect. Now, y'all, I'm not talking about you. But y'all know the ones I'm talking about. Y'all know the parents that I'm talking about. And you know the freaking kids that I'm talking about. Don't even play. Even if the kid is not a birth kid. Humanity is only based on males and females unity. Hey, brother. The best way to break home his thoughts, the LGBT, feminism, and well, yeah, that's definitely one way to break families, man, is by all of this division with all of the gender equality and, you know, this whole LGBTQ and all that stuff. Yeah, that's one way to break families down. But, you know, here's something I have to say about that. 9 times out of 10, we lost. 9 times out of 10, yo, for real, while most of these people are having, the reason why most of these people are having these gender identity issues or, you know, sexuality issues or shit like that, 9 times out of 10 is because someone in their home fondled them. Someone in their family molested them, you feel me? And then they acted it out in that way because they didn't understand what happened to them, so they acted it out in another way. And that's where that comes in right there, that behavior. The other aspect is, you know, mental illnesses, straight up they're mentally ill. You're mentally ill. You have gender identity issues, or there's even some people who have genetic sexual attraction where they're sexually attracted to their own children. That's not cool. You should not be sexually attracted to your own kids. All right. You should not be sexually attracted to your own kids. Do you understand me? You should not be sexually attracted to anyone in your own family whatsoever. You shouldn't be sexually attracted to animals. Okay, but they're pushing this stuff all on YouTube. This is the stuff they're pushing in society. This debased, debauchery, sensitive society where we want to give participation trophies to everybody, and we don't want to check people and show them and tell them when they're fucking up. How are you supposed to know when you're doing wrong unless someone checks you and holds you accountable for your bullshit that you're doing wrong? How the fuck are you supposed to know when you're doing wrong in life unless someone tells you, hey boy, you fucking up. Hey girl, you messing up. Don't go down that fucking road. What are you doing? Don't do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Exactly, brother. When you talk shit to an older female as a kid in the early 90s and in the 80s and in the 70s and your family finds out, you got your ass beat. When you disrespected a woman, when someone found out that you didn't hold open the door for a woman or that you didn't do something respecting a woman, yeah, you got your tail beat, dude. You got some serious trouble, yo. No joke. It was no joke when you disrespected, you know, I was born in 82. So I grew up with that stuff, bro. You know, Jehovah's Crusader reporting for duty. Watch these cowards block freedom of speech. You already know Jehovah's Dragon. What the F is going on here, folks? Christians are extinct like dinosaurs. Hey, that is the truth, and it's going to continue to get like that, yo. We're going to continue to get attacked when we're talking about these things, yo. Spare the rod, spoil the child was one of the things that I grew up with. Now, mind you, I understand, yo. I understand there's a fine line between beating your kid and abusing your kid, like I've said many times, all right? There's a fine line between telling your kid, you know, hey, you're doing wrong and we're going to go get you some help with what you're doing in your life, you know, whether it be your kid has bulimia or is dealing with anorexia, or whether your kid is dealing with sexual issues, well, you know, and especially today where you have kids that are so apt to be able to have the cell phone or any of these devices, and they can easily be manipulated and brainwashed through this app right here. This black mirror is what it is, because when you turn it off, it becomes a black mirror. When you turn off your TV, it becomes a black mirror, dog. And that's where these demons are allowed to get to our kids, because the parents aren't there raising their kids, because they're too busy out here having to go and work a 40-hour week for a living to make ends meet, just to make a rich man richer and send it on down the line, because they got to get this material stuff that they need. Oh, we got to go to our football games. We got to go do this. We got to do that. Oh, we got to see what the neighbors are doing. Oh, my neighbor's got this new shit. Well, I got to go get what my neighbor's got now. Oh, my neighbor's got a new truck. Oh, I got to do that now. Oh, look what the Joneses are doing down the road. You know, coveting what your neighbor has. You ain't supposed to do any of that, brothers and sisters, but it's being done today. Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody wants to freaking be all sensitive, and we don't want to offend anybody. Listen, I'm not casting stones at people when we talk about this stuff. Casting stones is when you went out and you actually killed somebody. Because when kids messed up back in the day, they were taken to the end of the freaking village and they were stoned to death. You understand? When you messed up back in the day, you were stoned to death. I'm not stoning nobody to death. I'm allowed to check you for your sin. I'm allowed to tell you when you're messing up. And parents, you're messing up by not spanking your kids. Parents, you're messing up by giving your kids cell phones and dropping them in front of fucking iPods and all that shit when they're really young. No, that is not good. Did you know that the social media platform today has caused more depression in children because they want to fit in? Everybody wants to fit in. Watch me, watch me, watch me. All these fucking challenges that they're pushing out here. Watch me, watch me. I want to squeeze my nipples. Squeeze my nipples. Come on, man. What the fuck is wrong with you people, yo? Hold on, let me see what's going on in this chat, dog. I'm just sitting here running my mouth. Oh, yep. Church is a scam, exactly, yo. You got all that right. If you've been here on my channel, yo, you should definitely go watch some of my videos, Jehovah's Dragon. Yep. You should definitely go watch some of my videos, brother, because you're right on point. I'm right there with you. Everything you're saying right now, brother. Everything you're saying. Hey, The book of Enoch, bro, talks about alien spirit creatures, whatever you want to call them, brother. The book of Enoch, you look into all the books that were taken out of the Bible, brother. You already know. You're right here, dog, so I already feel you. You know what I'm saying? If there's somebody you want to go look up, brother, I'm going to have to subscribe to you. Let me go to, hold up right quick, yo. Let me go this cat's channel right quick, yo. We're going to subscribe to this brother right there. All right, Jehovah's Dragon. Let me get Graduda, too. We're going to go to your channel right quick, yo. We're going to subscribe to you, homie. All right, man, if y'all get to check out, man, go check out Pastor Dow. He's another brother that's been sifted. And many of us are being sifted today, y'all. Many of us are being sifted from these fake preachers out here, these wolves in sheep's clothing, yo, these Joel Osteens, these Creflo Dollars, these Kenneth Hagees, you know, these Kenneth Copelands, these Gloria Copelands. We're being pulled out, man. The Bible says a woman should be silent in the church. Women are not supposed to be pastors, but you got so many women pastors out here, these televangelists out here preaching. A woman is supposed to keep silent in the church. You understand? Oh yeah, people don't like to hear that shit, do they? People don't like to hear the fucking truth, do they? And people want to say, oh, you're a pastor, why are you using profanity, why are you cursing? Number one, I'm not cursing. Cursing is when you cast a spell on somebody. Okay, witchcraft. Okay, well, you're a pastor, why do you use marijuana? It says in the Bible to stay away from pharmacy. No, pharmacy is big pharmaceuticals. This opioid crisis is the problem, not marijuana. The Bible says do not become a drunkard. That doesn't mean you can't drink, because you're supposed to partake of the wine to remember that is Jesus's blood that was shed for us. You feel me? So that's something you're supposed to do. There's many things you're supposed to do by the Bible that people aren't doing today, yo. But I get condemned and I get freaking judged and hated on because I'm preaching this stuff. Yet if you look around you, you can see all the things that are going on in the world today, that the Bible is coming true. Come on, man. How can y'all not see this junk? Let me see what's going on. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button if y'all digging anything that a brother is saying right here. If y'all just now joining, man, this is the life of Pastor Lee. I've been an ordained minister for 4 years. I started my ministry when I was in prison, actually. My third time being in prison. I've been to prison 3 times. If y'all want to look back at my videos and my testimony, y'all can see it. Been going through this shit since I was 2 years old. I'll be 36 on Groundhog's Day. Oh yeah, we're turning 36 on Groundhog's Day, yo. Oh yeah, I was a Jehovah's Witness too, brother. Don't worry. Been there. I had to pull my wife up out of it, yo. Yep. I was a Jehovah's Witness. I studied Mormonism. I studied all sects of Christianity, brother, when I was in prison. All sects of Christianity, Catholicism, Mormonism, Jehovah's Witness, Seventh-day Adventist, Southern Baptist, because I was born a Southern Baptist, brother. What other ones? Okay, I can go on with, you know, Catholicism, this New Age Enlightenment religion that they have out here, brothers. You know, all that. What else? All these sects of Christianity they got out here. I studied Islam when I was in prison too, because I had a Muslim roommate, so I studied that. I studied Taoism, Confucianism. I studied Buddhism. I studied what was another sect of Christianity that I studied, yo? Okay, Methodist, Lutherans, all of those, Presbyterian, all of those, yo. I studied every single one of those. I had a lot of time when I was in prison. I did almost 7 years, yo. I actually started doing time when I was 17 years old, was when I first got locked up for trying to kill the staff members in the group home because they were abusing us. And we were going to school and telling them, this is all in my testimony. Y'all can look up the videos, yo. But, yeah, man, we've been going through this stuff for a long time. And this is what I'm here for. I'm trying to help brothers and sisters and pull them out, because there's a harvest going on right now, yo. Brothers and sisters are starting to see the filth that is within, you know, the church and the lies that have been, you know, pushed out here. Dragon. Yes, Jehovah's Witnesses do rape children, and it's been pushed just like the Catholic Church, brother. All you got to do is do your research, man. And obviously you have done your research. So good job, brother. What's up, Froggers, man? Welcome. Oh, what the frick? Yep. Exactly, brother. I already know everything that you're saying right here, Jehovah's Dragon. I already know, brother. I was with it for a long time, brother, and just got away from it. I couldn't be in it no more, brother. Once I started seeing the lies that were in there, I got up out of there, brother. And that's the way it's always been, man. That's how it is. Listen, that's how it is for us. Let me back up out of this right quick. Let's quit the game right quick, because I want to take some medicine. Well, we got some peeps up in here, so let's go through and let's subscribe to some cats right quick. So we're gonna go. We got Froggers, man. Let's go to you. And yeah, there we go. All right, so check. You know, growing up in the South, and that's why I grew up in the South, being a Southern Baptist and being told that my dad was a pastor and all this stuff, you know, I kind of went away from it. I became a Satanist and got into some crazy things, yo, as a kid. Got into a lot of trouble. And one of the things I noticed, yo, was that I would see how my mom would be whenever I come home with her, and she's acting all this way in church and acting all preachy and speaking in tongues and falling out on the floor and everything. But then when she gets home, she's acting a whole nother way. And I'm like, hold up, here you are going on the AM radio. You're preaching on the AM radio. You're going down to the hospital. You're a chaplain at the hospital. Yet you're coming home and you're beating me. And you're like beating me, not spanking me. I'm getting beatings, dude. I'm having blood running down my back. That's why I'm saying there's a difference between spanking your kids and hold to the values of the Bible, and there's a difference between a person who is abusive and beats their kid and a parent who doesn't deserve kids whatsoever and shouldn't have kids and should have their kids taken away from them. Just like this family that freaking abused all their kids and were chaining them up, that was just found out on the news recently. Y'all think that's the only thing that's going on in the world right now? No. There's more of those parents that are here in the United States right now that have not been caught. You know how many missing and exploited kids there are in the United States right now? Go to the website and you can see it. Brothers and sisters, I am telling you something right now. We're living in some serious times, and families are being attacked. Men are being attacked. This whole feminist movement is a disease. I understand women wanting their rights, but this fucking shit y'all got pushed out here right now with this feminazi shit, it's a cancer, dog. It's a cancer to the family. It's a cancer to men. Men are supposed to be a certain way, and women are supposed to be a certain way, period. You take the best woman in the world at whatever sport it may be, and you take the best man in the world at whatever sport it may be, and the man will always fucking come out on top because we are fucking men. That's biology, bitch. Whether you want to fucking admit it or not, y'all don't give a fuck about your 45 different motherfucking genders. You're fucking mentally ill. It's funny how I can get locked up in the hospital for not taking my medicine for my bipolar disorder. I can get locked up in the hospital for not taking my medicine for my schizoaffective disorder. I can get locked up in the hospital for cutting myself. But motherfuckers can go around and chop their dick off and brainwash our kids into thinking this is right. No. See, I lost somebody. As soon as I get to talking this stuff, yo, we start losing people. As soon as I start talking real shit, we start losing people. And I noticed that, yo. Let me jump in there right there, man. If my mom did not beat my ass, I would have been dead a decade ago. Exactly, Garuda Legends. Exactly. Yeah, my family of 13 where the kids were locked away and chained up. Yep, Mary Jane, that's exactly the one I'm talking about, sister. Canada is compromised. They're close to legalizing pedophilia. Yes, they're really close to legalizing pedophilia and bestiality in the United States too, man. Don't y'all understand this whole LGBTQ thing and this whole transgender thing is just a gateway and a Trojan horse for the elite, the ones that observe and obey by the Talmud to be able to legalize pedophilia and say that love is love for anybody. If a man wants to love a little boy and a little girl, well, he should be able to. That's what they're trying to do. NAMBLA, the North American Man-Boy Lovers Association, that's what they want to do. They want to be able to marry little boys and little girls. These sick, twisted, no-good and disgusting motherfucker. Oh, Lord Jesus, please forgive me. Lord, please, Father, please forgive me for my profanity. I am so sorry. I hate it when I use the F-bombs like that because it takes away from your message, Lord. It takes away from the message, Lord, and when I talk like that, I know it does, and I don't want it to take away from your message, Father. You know I have a brain damage, Father. You know I have brain damage. I got beat by guards when I was 23 years old, and I have brain damage, and I can't help it when I get like this, yo. When I get heated, I start using profanity, yo. For real. Cheers, peeps. I gotta calm down a little bit. Yep. I'm 36. I'm about to be 36, bro. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff too, Garuda. I've been right there with you, bro. Let's get some medicine in. We're going to jump back into this. Y'all know what? I think we're going to bring y'all's comments up right quick. So hold up. Oh, y'all wait for 1 second. We're going to bring y'all's comments up so y'all can see them. Oh, let me go here. Advanced settings. And let's go display comments. Boom. Alright, the thing's going to come over on the side right quick. There you go. Alright, let's take it off of that right there. Now I can just look at the screen and I can see y'all, and y'all can still see me up there. All right, I know I'm a little bit smaller in the camera, you know, view, but y'all can still see me. All right, so let's go and jump into another game, y'all. So, hey, that's my brother even got shot in his head and died. Thug life is very, very crazy. You know, it's very stupid. But you want to know something? Let's talk about that since we're still here. Since we're talking about sparing the rod, spoiling the child, family life, and stuff like that. Let's talk about that right there, Garuda, because I want to touch on that subject since we got 7 people up in here right now. Cheers. Listen, a lot of the inner city neighborhoods that you have, the gangs, the hood, and all that shit, let me tell you something about that. It's a product of what happened in the past. It's a product of slavery. It's a product of segregation. Whenever slavery ended and we had segregation, you know, you had the other side of the tracks, you had all the blacks and all the minorities on one side, and you had the whites on the other side. Well, what did the police do? They went to the black side and they, what? We know about it now in 2018. You think they did that shit today that is being recorded? Imagine what the fuck they did back then when they weren't being recorded. So imagine what they were doing. Going in the other side of the tracks where the blacks were at and fucking locking up the dads and the grandfathers and shit like that, and all the police profiling and all the shit that they were doing and beating and killing people. So when you don't have any family like that and you're raised in a scenario like that, you can only do what you have to do in your neighborhood, and that is running gangs, and that's the gang together. These kids didn't have a father because their fathers were locked up by racist fucking cops. All a fucking product of segregation and slavery in this shitty fucking country, the United States of America. I'm a Native American, so I will fucking talk shit about this country. You can suck my dick if you don't think I'm gonna talk shit about this fucking country. You got me fucked up. So let's be real. Let's be real. I'm off to see the wizard. Let's be real about that, yo. For real. A lot of this stuff is because the fathers were locked up and they didn't have a dad. Now, deception's not always the rule. Some kids will do good and say, hey, I don't want to live this lifestyle. I want to change. And some people have family members who come in and grab them up and say, hey, I see something in you. We're going to change your life and keep you from going down the bad road. So they take them and they help them and they guide them. You know, not everybody has that in their life. So some people join a gang, and then you already know what kind of shit happens with gangs and all that. You know what I mean? We already know what happens with gangs. We already know what type of mentality goes on in gangs and what type of activity goes on in gang life and stuff like that. You know, so while I do understand, you know, the plight of some of the people in the inner city neighborhoods, because you know it's because of the system. The system has them like that. I do feel that some of them can get themselves up out of there if they want if they want to, if they earnestly try hard. But some of them just fall victim to it. It's like you're institutionalized to the hood, I guess you can say. You know what I mean? You're kind of institutionalized to that mentality. You know what I mean? I make middle class money now because I can't do prison. I work hard as a truck driver. Hey, for real, you gotta, it's that will. You gotta decide what you want to do. Exactly. It's your mentality. And some of them are weak-minded. Some of them fall victim and fall, you know, prey to that lifestyle because they're seeking that affection that they didn't have from a dad. You feel me? So they go off and join these gangs. They go off and join the all these things like that, yo. You feel me? Because they didn't have that direction. They didn't have that rod that you need as a child, which all goes back to the topic that we're talking about. Spanking your kids. Kids needing their asses spanked, y'all. You understand? We're going to get up out of here, brothers and sisters. I love every single one of y'all, man. Garuda Legends, everybody that came by and stopped by and kicked it with me, man. I appreciate it. That's the end of this subject, y'all. I said what I wanted to say. We're probably going to jump back in for some more live streams, though. But I definitely want to talk about this, y'all. Kids need their asses whooped. And I can understand why a lot of things are the way that they are in the world today. You know, the history will always repeat itself. And a lot of times we are victims of our past. And, you know, sometimes you're going to pay for the sins of your ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us are paying for the sins of our ancestors. And y'all don't even realize that. Y'all don't even realize we're paying for the sins of our ancestors. And it's just going to continue to happen because no one's wanting to change themselves. Everybody wants to change the whole world, but no one's willing to change themselves, y'all. You got to change yourself first. You got to change yourself first before you can try to change the world, y'all. I can't even talk right. I'm so medicated. And I got brain damage. I'm not ashamed today, though. We out, y'all. Love every single one of y'all. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Thank you, Father. Who we? Spank your